So, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Very, very lovely. First of all, who are you and what are you doing? So just, where are we at the moment? Can you just tell us?
Yes. So, my name is Paula. I am the founder of NAE-Vegan shoes. That is a vegan brand, a Portuguese company based in Lisbon. I started this project 10 years ago. Here we are, growing.
Lovely. Yeah, 10 years is just quite a time. How did you start your business? How did the idea came up? What moved you to this?
It was in fact because of a personal need, because at the time I didn't wanted to use leather, because I have a vegan philosophy, so at the time I didn't have good looking shoes to work, so I thought that it would be a good idea to have a project of vegan shoes, because in Portugal we have a lot of shoes industry, and it's a very important industry in Portugal, so I thought it would be very easy to do this.
Yeah, that's a lovely idea, because that's what we're based on the German market, and what we're experiencing as well is that it's just for us really difficult to get fashionable vegan shoes.
Yeah.
So it is, at the moment, it is a growing market. So you think Portugal is just a good market, or do you think it does expand all over Europe? What would you say? So what's your target market at the moment?
Our target is vegan people. They are all over the world, not only in Europe. We have the States that is growing a lot, and also Australia. Of course, Europe, the States and Australia are the countries that we see that this market is growing. But I think it's I can see that each year we have more and more people that are doing this kind of options. When they buy a pair of shoes, or they do a more conscious choice.
So do you think there are also more people who are mainly not vegan, maybe just start buying these shoes because they're fashionable, and afterwards they realize, okay, they're also vegan, so they didn't buy them on purpose of just being vegan, so mainly just of being fashionable, but then also realizing that they're vegan. Do you think this also is expanding?
I think this happens in NAE because we really invest in fashionable shoes. I think normal people that don't have a vegan philosophy, they really want to buy shoes because they are beautiful. They want to look beautiful and better. So when a non-vegan person buys shoes, it's because they are beautiful. So I think this is where we want to reach, is that we want normal people to buy our shoes. But it's really great because they are vegan also, so they are doing a really, really good choice.
Very lovely. So do you think, does it cause any problems in Portugal? Because we just realized that many shoes are produced really cheap. And I don't know if in comparison, do some people say, okay, these vegan shoes are in comparison too expensive, for example, in terms of some other high heels, or in comparison with something, or do you, is it kind of just related?
In Portugal, the production it's not so cheap, because we have a very good quality, and we have and to assure that quality we use also some manual processes. Although we have the machines working, but we can see that it is very manual. So work it's very hard. So we have to pay that work to the factories, and it's not the cost of the shoes. When in a factory, it's not so cheap in Portugal, because we have really good quality in shoes. And we invest in quality in these shoes, so they are not so cheap. We have other countries that have labor ours more cheaper. So yeah, maybe they can do cheaper shoes, but in Portugal this is not what happens, because quality shoes they are expensive.
Okay. So, and I would suggest that also, I mean, for sure, fairness is also just a very high philosophy of your business. Is there anything so the people working at NAE, are there any philosophies you do live? So, for example, extra salaries or whatever. So just related to fairness, just treating your employees just well, because that's also part of the team.
I think we treat them well. They are happy.
I mean, we met them and they also just...
We have... you were at the warehouse for sure.
Yeah,
and then we have
by mistake.
By mistake. And then in the factories, I think, of course, in the company, people must be happy. That is very important for us. And also in the factories, we want people to be happy there. And the workers, because it's not an easy job. But we only invest in, we work with factories, with several factories, and we work with factories where we see that the labor conditions are fair, and that is very important for us. So we produce only in Portugal. That is where we can control that process. We can go there and visit the factories and see the people that make the shoes and talk with them. So that is really very, very important to us also.
That's lovely, because especially also in the shoe business, it's not really common. So many shoes get factoried in China and other cheap countries, and in Portugal. I mean, I think that's a beautiful philosophy. I mean, which also just is logical to this concept.
Yes, of course. It doesn't make sense to have a vegan brand and people are not happy. So
lovely. Yeah, we just realized that everyone was so happy and so just really grounded, and just really, because we had the chance yesterday to talk to Alex. Yeah, because he was really kind. He just drove us because we were at the warehouse.
Andre.
Oh, Andre. It was, so we talked to both, but Andre drove us and he was so kind, and all these people were so kind. It was so lovely for having us, for sure. And so what would you say, what was your biggest success so far? So personally speaking and economically speaking?
I think the biggest success maybe it's to see that this company is working and is working very well. Also because we worked very hard to achieve what we achieved. It's not easy to have a company and start a project like this. We started in 2008 when we had a big crisis in Portugal. So it was not so easy for us, but also the factories, I think it was a good moment because the factory, as they were in crisis, they also looked at us and say, oh, there is a project here, maybe we should do it, you know. But I think you have to be to work very, very hard to achieve what we achieved, 10 years of a vegan brand.
That's
so
true.
I think it's the main achievement that I have,
Lovely,
personally and professionally.
Because we were just quite impressed by as you just said, that you've been on the market for 10 years by now and so successful. And whenever we're talking about NAE shoes, they're just one of the major brands by now. So that's just really lovely. And if you can imagine a better world, what would that be? Would that include? So personally speaking, is there anything you're having as a vision for the future? I mean, among NAE and on top, so to say.
I would like to have a world where where no suffering exists, you know, because it's our brand is no animal exploitation. So of course we are talking about animals, human and non-human, I really think that suffering is that I think people should be happy, you know. With money, no money, it's not really important, but it's important that people lives their life in a kindly way and happy. So I think the most important thing is, and what I would ask for this world is, I don't want people or animals to have no suffering, you know. So this is a very sensitive thing for me.
Lovely. So what we have, for example, as a philosophy in our business, we do believe in karma. So it's linked to Buddhism, that if you do things for good, you get it back.
Yeah, sure.
Would you also subscribe that? Would you?
I think that is truth, because if I give something good, I think I'm going to receive also good things. So, and if I'm a bad person, for sure, sooner or later, things are going to...
Karma's going to pay back to you.
Yeah, to come back to me. So, yes, I believe in karma.
Okay. So thank you very much. Very short video sequence. Thank you very much, Paula.
So much.
Thanks for your time. Thank you.
You're welcome.